Mama praying ain't night, yeah, no scared for me. Out here in these trench boys, same story. Running up that check, no guts, no damn glory. Spin around that block, boy, make shit glory. Got the focus on the wheel, fuck with rats.
We back. Hot Society Podcast, episode 48.
48, man.
48, we almost at 5-0, you know what I mean? It's been a long journey this year. This year been crazy, man.
Yo.
This year's been very...
You hear me?
yourself?
Yo.
Mic check? We good. But yeah, man, I'm your host, B-High, man. You already know, Hot Society Podcast. This is Sash 24 in the building, as always. In Queasy's way,
Definitely.
as always. You already know, man. But how y'all week? Yo, this week been crazy, son.
Yo, 2020 has been crazy. Like, yo, real talk, I feel like we sitting on like $1 million of content just because.
Like a documentary.
Just because of,
like,
and
shit.
we was actually living through all that shit. So you could look back over the episodes and see that shit. And it's kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it's been crazy. This week, man, it's crazy.
2020 gonna be the quickest turnaround for a documentary ever. Like, they gonna do this shit like in 3 years type shit. they gonna document this in 2 years.
Hold on, before we get started, man. Give a rest in peace. Shout out to my man, the Black Panther, man. What's his name?
Chadwick
Boseman. Yeah, man.
Rest
in
in
peace.
peace.
I ain't even know bro was going through nothing this shit though. Like, I just
I don't
saying
think
that shit
nobody
though.
did.
Nobody,
like,
just his family.
I ain't even know you going through that shit though. Like, so rest in peace to the brother, shit, like, man.
Yeah, it ain't really too much you can say besides rest in peace, because
that shit just
nobody
came out
really
of
know.
nowhere,
Yeah,
yeah.
it just came out of nowhere. But like, damn, as soon as we get that guy, the black superhero, like the what was the Superman guy? What was his name? Christopher Reeves. I think that was his name.
Yeah.
Christopher Reeves, right? I think we got our version of that. You feel me?
Just now?
No, not because he died. I mean, like,
Because of the Black
we
Panther.
had that with the Black Panther. You feel me?
Yeah.
And now it's unfortunate that he passed. You feel me?
And that says something about his character. Like, yo, for 4 years, he was battling colon cancer. You know what I mean? And he
Hold on, so this was for 4 years?
for 4 years. And yo, he was able to perform, you know,
So he did Black Panther with colon cancer?
with colon cancer.
Damn, that's crazy. Damn, that's heavy, because you gotta going through all that
Training, all that.
not
shit.
even the training, but just all the praise and being like happy and excited for such a big movie and shit like that. And break so many records, and it really inside you going through some wild shit that don't nobody know about. Like,
Yeah, man. It's you know, but it speaks volume. Like, you know, what are you going through that's that bad that you can't accomplish your goals and your dreams and your aspirations?
Word up.
Say when he gave up, that would have been his legacy then, like.
But now he going down. He a legend. He immortal. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's real.
So
talk.
now it's like, that's how I looked at it. Like, yo,
I ain't even look at it like that, but that's real. Like, you gotta, like, you can't really complain. Like, he did all that and achieved all that going through colon cancer. I thought this was like something a little recently that he was going
for
through.
4
but
years.
That's
So what's your excuse? You feel me?
That's it, man. Rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman,
Definitely,
man.
man.
The Black Panther forever, man. But, you know what I mean? I gotta give you your props, man. I mean, you put me up on Polo G. Feel me?
Oh yeah.
Put me up for
The truth, man.
for once. You
King
know what I
Von,
mean?
King
Put me up
Von
on-
too. King Von.
King Von.
That
You
guy.
ain't put me.
I'm just saying,
really,
but that guy, if you really listen to his music, my nigga,
It's-
that boy is different though, bro. Like, you feel me? And he the first rapper I can say rap, and he don't rap about no selling no drugs. Like, it's not a drug sold in there like that.
yeah, you could tell he probably never really showed.
It's all violence, and aggression. You feel me? And clothes,
Oh, violence and aggression.
and unprotected sex. That's all his whole music. That's his whole thing with his music. Like, you feel me?
But I fuck with Polo G because I like his I like his content. It varies. You feel what I'm saying?
And he like a nigga that give you 100 bars type, right? He not like a ludicrous like I mean, like, you know,
He
rapping
rapping
like,
though. He
yeah, I'm talking about
rapping.
he really can rap, like, you feel me? Like, he give you like really can rap like though type shit. You feel me?
Shout out
Got
to
bars,
Polo G.
like, you feel me?
No, for real. He the truth, man.
And shout out to him too. Martin gave him a shout out too for that Martin and Gina video.
Oh yeah,
You
that
see
was
that shit?
that was
I ain't
dope.
see the video.
I thought that was so
Go-
creative,
you
yo.
put on Martin. Martin.
I like
Martin
the
liked
song.
this shit though.
I like the
Martin,
song. I didn't see the video.
That's
I didn't
it.
know it was a video out for
Yeah,
that.
it's a
That's
video.
my shit.
That shit dope as hell. Martin,
He killed that shit.
Martin posted it. We posted this shit for him and everything.
Mhm.
Like yo, bro, you did your thing on this. Like, you feel me?
That's dope.
That shit. I mean, you can't beat that shit though. Like though, but that shit was tough though, man.
But another legendary group, the Locks, man. The Locks dropped the album
Yeah.
this Friday, Living Off Experience. This junk is dope, man. It got about, I think it's like 14 tracks. Let me see. We got 14 tracks on this joint.
Yeah, I ain't even listened to it yet.
We got 14 songs. They got who they got on this joint? DMX, T-Pain, Jeremiah.
To get out of T-Pain.
That song is alright.
It's
That
alright.
song
Yo,
is alright.
you know what I like about that album is that they you could tell like they kind of went back to that. Not saying they lost it, but they went back to that old cadence, like
Nah,
that
yeah,
old.
I kind of don't want to hear T-Pain on the Locks album. I don't know why. There's something about
the
his
song is not. It's not like
I gotta
no,
hear me here.
It's not like no.
Hear the song first. I don't
Then
like
we
it.
got they got West Side Gun and Benny the Butcher on there.
Yeah, that's a good look.
Of course.
Those both
Produced
my
by-
guys right there.
Produced by Large Professor.
Mm.
He not excited about the production. I could tell.
I mean, what is Illmatic coming together? I'm playing that good. Yeah, bro.
We got Oswin Benjamin. I'm not sure who that is, but you know what I mean. He's dope. Got Clay Dub. Not sure who that is. Dice Payne. I know who that is.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about it, man. But my
That's
favorite
put
joint
together.
on there is probably like the first joint. Give It To Him. I
Okay.
like that joint.
Okay.
And the Story. They killed that one.
You know
Story,
they
killed that
always you know how that go though.
But you know what I miss about Locks albums that they don't do no more? Well, they only did like 4. And the last 2 they haven't done it is like the solo records. They always, their first 2 albums, each one of them had a solo record. It was 3 songs on there with just them on there. You feel what I'm saying? Like Kiss had the joint on the first album. You feel what I'm saying?
I
They
get
don't
what you're
really
saying.
do that no more. But
you know, I guess they feel like they solidified that whole.
yeah, I don't think they got to do that no more.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
They got DMX on there. The Dog is on there.
Yeah,
You feel me?
Max, man. I'm
Y'all
glad to see
Y'all been watching the
DMX.
Rough Rider Chronicles though?
Nah, I seen it up there.
I actually was meaning to check that
Y'all
out.
gotta check that out. That shit is crazy. Like I didn't know Swiss came into the whole Rough Rider thing. Like he was DNY nephew, but you know they had some producers up there working on DMX album before he even got there.
Mm.
And you know he kind of came in at the tail end and kind of stole niggas shine. I guess, you know what I mean? That's how niggas feel. Dame Grease and the PK guy.
Stole his shine, man. He just was talented, man.
No, well, according to the PK dude, is Swiss Beats came up there. He didn't know how to make a beat. He didn't know none of this stuff. He
learned from watching them.
yeah, like he basically implying that Swiss Beats stole a lot of things from him. You feel me?
Yeah, I guess so.
And kind of got like some favoritism because the CEOs of this company is your uncles. You feel what I'm saying? That's how he kind of made it seem in the joint. But at the end of the day, Swiss Beats, he worked.
Swiss tough. Yeah.
At the end of the day, even if that's true, he came in like that. Even
he
if
learned
that's
it
true,
better in a sense.
it don't matter because he worked from there. So
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Even if you get in the door on some nepotism shit, you still gonna have to work.
exactly.
You feel me? So, but I just wanted to get that music shit out the way, man.
No, definitely, man.
I'll be back at it, man. Yo, what's up with these police, man? What's going on with them?
It's crazy, man. You
Jacob
know?
Blake.
Jacob Blake,
Shout out to Jacob Blake, man. He paralyzed
paralyzed, man.
from like the waist down, right?
And yeah, and you know, just the thing that's killing. You know, I know that he's not handcuffed to the bed anymore.
But why would you even
But
handcuff him to the bed in the first place? I don't understand that. He wasn't charged with anything.
But now they saying he is charged. He had a warrant. They saying he had a warrant for sexual assault, 3rd offense. So I don't know where that came from, but that's what they're saying right now. So he's under arrest, but they got a guard standing in front of his door. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, dang.
It's like that shit on Django and shit. Like This my nigga here, and I do as I please.
Word up.
You feel me? I'm gonna shoot him in his back 7 times, and I'm gonna handcuff him to his bed. 'Cause this is my nigga. I do what I want him to.
Like shit is crazy. Like, and then the justifications on social media is what kills it for me. Like, I know I shouldn't even really be indulging in that shit, but like, just the mind frame of certain people is just ridiculous. Like, I don't really understand it. It's like it's almost like they justifying it on, like they know it's wrong, but they still find a way to justify it. I don't know why they do it, but they do. Like, you feel me? They find even with the George Floyd, right? Motherfuckers say, oh, he was arrested 9 times and he was in and out of jail. What that got to do with that man getting
300 pounds on my motherfucking knee on my neck, man?
And just
you feel what I'm saying?
It's fucked up because like the police union, the same police union that endorsed Trump, right, is saying that Blake's attorney is lying and all of the allegations from the shooting is falsified. But at the same time, bro, we seen the video. You dig what I'm saying? Like whatever people saying don't matter as far as what we see.
I don't know what evidence they be talking about.
And that's the police union, bro. That's the national police. Like, so you already know. You already know what time it is. You know what I mean?
I don't know what evidence they be talking about because when they get up there on them podiums, right? Like right after all these shootings happen, it'd be like the police commissioner or whatever or whoever the fuck they is. They get up on these podiums and this is how they do, right? The first 5 seconds they start off with the like the elephant in the room. Yeah, we on investigation. We gonna do a full and thorough investigation on the shooting of such and such, and you know we gonna hand it over to the district attorney's office, and then from there it's gonna be handed over to the such and such office.
Handoff.
And then we're gonna go from there. But what I must say, this is all quotes. This is the type of shit they be saying. But what I must say is, what's happening to the people in the city of such and such right now should not be happening. These are good people. These are good businesses. You know, the looting, the thugs should not, you should not be in the streets. We're going to set a curfew. And they just go on and on with this whole, about the reaction. And they give you like a little 5 seconds in the beginning about what's really going on. What we don't want to hear about the protesting and what's going on. We want to hear what you're going to do about this. Like,
Exactly.
I'm gonna tell you this, brother. I don't know.
Nah, go ahead, speak your mind, man.
You know why white people don't get shot at and shit though? Why that shit don't happen to them? Like, do you know who Clive Bundy is? You ever heard of him?
Nah, I haven't.
No.
Well, Google him and shit. Like, Clive Bundy is a white dude and shit. Like, I forgot what somewhere up in motherfucking Nebraska, whatever, somewhere up there in motherfucking spot, Dakota, Norfolk, whatever. It's some land up there, right? That's supposed to be for the state, for the state or whatever. But for whatever reason, the federal government, like, that's not state land and shit. That's federal land.
Yeah.
So I guess they felt some type of way about that shit. The niggas went up there, they posse deep, guns in hand, and said they taking that shit. That's theirs. Some shit basically like that. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. So you saying
but I'm talking about this over land. Over land that's not even yours, bro. You don't even own this. Like, this some state shit. But you just saying you just fight. This how you fight. You fighting the government and shit that. So let one of these cops shoot one of your kids. Let one of these cops like do some shit like that. Though, what you think they gonna do though? Like,
oh yeah, I get what you're saying.
You get what I'm saying? Like, they know not to play with them like that. Like, I'm just keeping it 100 with you. They know not. They got groups of white people right now trained right now called as militias that just wait just to fight the government. Like, though, you're not gonna play with them people like that.
And then, but not only that, how you gonna shoot your, like, they looking at it as they self. Yeah. Like, you feel me? How you gonna shoot yourself?
Yeah,
like,
that too. But
you feel me? Like look at the fucking guy. I don't even want to say his name. What the fuck is the little white kid name? I got his name. Kyle Rittenhouse. Fucking creep. He out there. He drove a half an hour.
I did that shooting shit.
You drive a half an hour. All right. Before I even start, let's go back to the black on black crime shit, right? Now this kid drives a half an hour from where he lives to go do some shit. You feel me? Like you taking a assault rifle half an hour from where you live to go protect a car dealership. Like, really?
Mm-hmm.
Like, but they say, oh, it's black on black crime and all that shit. That shit just happened where you live. It's a proximity thing. I believe. But this guy, he goes outside of his proximity. He goes to across state lines with an assault rifle, and supposedly he killed like 2 people or something like that.
Right,
Well, he did. He actually did kill 2 of the protesters.
And walks off.
Walks off. Before the shooting, it was definitely before the shooting. The cops, he walks up to the cop car with the assault rifle in his hand, talk to them. They give him water, thank him for his help and all this shit. This is what I mean, like
all in the day's work. You know what I mean?
You feel me? It's looked at as, yo, this is me, like, you feel me? But any other race of man walk, you know what I mean? You can't even walk up and say hello. You feel me? You gonna get fucking shot.
I'm gonna keep it
crazy, man.
I think, man, at this point, it's like white supremacy just super desperate right now, like, cause they saying like 30 more years, America not gonna be a white country no more. Like they breeding out. Like it's white people can't keep up. Not like no racist shit. This is like scientific facts. Like
I think it do seem a bit.
And
desperate,
then like mind you, then look when you look at South Africa, right? How the fuck a small ass group, how much like a group of minority whites gonna control a group of a non whites population and shit? You got to be violent, extremely violent.
Yeah,
and you got to break their spirit. Like that's the shit type shit going on right now. That's basically that's why they keep doing this shit, showing you the shit. Like,
another thing, we winning too. We winning.
Cause they ain't breaking that spirit.
We winning. Like I'm talking about, like, and even with our generation, you know what I'm saying? Like our generation is more than the older generation. We more on like we gonna get our own business. We gonna buy this commercial property. We gonna do this. Like we got more of a, and that's really in the minority community, in the black community. We on some shit. Like I know brothers that got 11 commercial properties. You know what I'm saying? They moving out here for trust funds. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they intimidated, bruh.
Yeah, because what they really want to do is really like just say fuck it. We just about to eliminate every fucking body we don't like. But you can't really do it like that. So they do things like this to try to provoke. Because if you ask me, man, when I seen the video, I wasn't even trying to watch the video. When I seen the video, I seen it on Instagram. To me, just looking at the body language of the cop who shot him in the back, it almost looked like he was thinking about it right before he did it, and he was like he knew what was gonna come of this type shit. Like it wasn't
fuck it. Yeah,
it was almost like it almost looked like he was looking at whoever was on the other side of the camera, whoever was the bystander. It almost looked like he was looking in their eyes while he was shooting him.
Yeah.
At least from what I seen. You feel what I'm saying?
I can't even watch them shits no more, bro. I don't even watch them shits.
I didn't want to watch it. I didn't want to watch it. I saw it on Plies. I seen it on Plies Instagram. He had a comparison video of the first video was a white dude. He was he getting out the car all irate. The cop tried to tase him. Taser's little shit stuck in his chest. He rips him out, all in rage and shit. He comes over there, hits the cop, jumps in the cop car, pull off. Cop don't even pull his gun at all. He just yelling and pleading with him to stop and shit like that. And then I'm thinking that's the only video he putting up there. Just trying to say, look at y'all, look, it's a difference. But he actually had the other video right after it. I wasn't really trying to see it, but, it was like too late. So, it was just crazy. And then you got people who try to justify it. They always, like, they main 3 things, like the most common 3 things they use to try to justify it is like the motherfucking all cops not all the situations is not the same. Like you can't use 2 different cops in 2 different situations and compare them together. Like, you think that's true? Like,
oh shit. Because there's so many incidents of them being so patient with white people, though. What the fuck? There's so many incidents of that shit. I'm talking about so many incidents being impatient with us and super patient with white people.
Yeah. It started to be like a, what you call that? It's a scientific...
A signature. It's like a signature, you ask me.
Like when you do so many things, like you trying to find an average type shit. Like we do the same thing so many times to get an outcome and see like the most common outcome. And the most common outcome from a police engagement with a black person that we see when anything escalates is them killing us.
Yeah.
And we rarely see it, even though I have seen it before. Them did a white dude straight wrong. Like, this shit was crazy. But that was the only one I ever seen before.
Yeah, and
I bet you seen this too. The white boys that kick up on him. What's the white boy name? Carol Shelby or Carol Shelby, whatever his name is. In Ohio, they tried to pull him out the car. They pulled him and his brother over. The cop told him he tried to search him. The cop, the white boy straight up told him, said, "Nah, I don't want to be searched. I don't want to be violated like that." The straight you look at him like he's bugging and shit. As soon as he tried to search, bro, again, just upped it on him and let off on him.
See, because then another reason why I believe they so patient with other white people is because they don't know if this guy parents is clicked in with what I got going on and fuck around could get me fired and get my whole life taken away from me, like, and they automatically assume, like, especially if you go into the hood, they automatically assume like this dude right here on Chancellor, like, he has no connection and could get me, you know what I mean? Like, he can't get me in trouble no way in shape, form, or possible, so I'm gonna violate him in any way I want.
Facts, yo, and I think that got a lot to do with systematic racism and systematic equality. You know, the way the system is wired, the way the laws and the policies and the procedures.
But you know, this shit wasn't set up from the beginning for us.
Exactly. Right. And that's where we need answers at. You feel me? That's where it's like, you know, make a contract, make a partnership. What's up? What you gonna do with that? You feel me?
But then they say, you know, you know what I mean, move forward. You can't go back to the, you know what I mean, all that go back to the past bullshit.
It's so deep, like the government, like you gotta study Machiavelli and shit, really understand like European governments and shit like that. Like you, it's like, to me, if you ask me, it's like they kind of forcing us to try to like to be on some, like, do something back so you have a reason to just like the whole shit. Like, you feel me? That's why I think they waiting for it to happen. But motherfuckers just like, I think they know that's to give me an excuse to do it. Like, I think motherfuckers kind of on point for it though. But damn, you're damned if you do, then you're damned if you don't.
Type shit.
It's like, what the fuck?
You don't really know what's the right move.
I get you. It's like poking you with a stick so you could break the stick so they can hit you with a bat. You feel
but
me?
you know, Machiavelli teach, like, you feel me? You say, give your enemy options and shit. Like, like basically pick all your each option you pick is to your advantage, like, to your advantage. Yeah. And I'm sitting there looking at this shit right now. That's the situation we in right now. Like, every option is to their advantage. Like, right now, like, this really is. Like, you sit there and be like crazy enough to go out there try to be on some toe for toe with them shits. You're gonna lose. You're not gonna outgun the United States. You're not gonna
say that again, brother.
You're gonna lose. You're gonna get killed. You're gonna die. It's not. You're not. Niggas got drones. They even gotta come see you. You can send a robot to you. Baby. Don't even sit waste your time. You feel me? So but then you sit there, let them just keep killing your kids though.
You gotta speak up.
You a coward. You can't do that. That's like anything in nature know to protect your kids though. Like, so it's like, damn, what the fuck do you do?
Yeah.
And then that's where a lot of us get in the bond right there.
Exactly.
You in that middle bond. You stuck in neutral, and that's where a lot of us is at. Right there, stuck in neutral, because it's like, yo, even if you wanted to fucking start a revolution, like a real revolution, like, how many people really gonna ride with you? Because you gotta think you're gonna have to give up so many luxuries. So many luxuries that we have.
Black Panther still fugitives to this day.
Yeah,
they still can't come back home to this day.
Yeah, you're right.
Grew up in the same cities, grew up to these same areas, like block, like neighborhoods, just like we did. They can never come home again, like, yo.
You know, and that's why I think we should look more on like that movement. I don't know exactly. Is it Missouri back in like 1932 when they had like the Black Wall Street or something like that?
I think it was Oklahoma.
Tulsa, Oklahoma. Oh, yeah, where they had their own financial banking and they had like, I think that's more of a better approach than like you were saying, like going charging up. You know what I mean? Like all
you guys be able to detect that. But every time we do that though, like at the same time, they just be like, they be on bullshit, man. They control the street. I heard some shit. I heard some shit one time on district and shit. I think it was L.A. or Detroit. They was doing real good, like a black district with all like thriving black businesses. The cities came through like, that black business district, we building the highway over there, man. So all that shit gotta go. Like, this the real shit though. This is a true story. Look at that. I swear to God. You feel me?
That's how they play. See, and the thing is, like, it's cool if you a black dude and you rich and you just doing for you. Like, you just take care of you and your family, your kids and shit like that. And you just tucked off. You're not a loudmouth. You're not ruffling no feathers. You know what I mean? You get your little money, you put it in our banks anyway. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we cool with that. Like, you good. it's when you start, like you said, the Black Wall Street, and you got a Black District, and you start organizing.
Voicing that opinion. Ooh.
And now I'm not just a millionaire. Now I'm bringing up my friends. I'm bringing up younger dudes behind me. I'm making them millionaires and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's when they got a problem. Like, you feel me? They gonna come see you about something. You feel
Facts,
me?
bro.
But it's funny to me how America wants you to, you know what I mean? You got to follow all the rules when it benefits with America, when it benefits to whoever, the government, whatever the fuck you want to call it. When it comes to paying taxes and shit like that, everybody got to follow these rules. But when the shoe's on the other foot, when it's time to prosecute one of their own city officials and shit like that, it never gets done. That shit is crazy. Like,
what's that shit they say? Is like what's that shit they always saying? They say a black man has no rights that a white man is bound to respect. Like whatever respect, like you feel me? That's basically what the fuck going on. Like you feel me? It's telling you in your face. You feel me?
Yeah.
So how can we make them respect us? Like how? What?
I don't think, like, be honest with you, you gotta look at like history and see what white people respect. And you feel me? Numbers, money, and violence. That's it. Let's keep it 100 with you. Like, you ever seen a white time that white man ever back down or got the fuck out the way? Look at Fidel Castro. They came to that Bay of Pigs. They came
right about that.
Hey, all that. Nah, we gonna let you know right now. We gonna fight you niggas. Like, you feel me?
Yeah. You not taking my country.
North Korea, the same shit. Like, we gonna fight you niggas. Like, we ain't going for it. You feel me?
but people say, then when people say, I be wrong for saying, I mean, the marching and shit like that is a lost cause. Like, I don't believe that shit ever worked.
The whole world know about that. The whole world know they killing motherfuckers. Then what? They knew, the whole world knew that last shit went with George Floyd. Look now what happened. Right back here.
Yeah, I mean,
another one.
Let me correct that. I know marching probably worked in certain instances for certain things, but in the past it probably did. You know what I mean? When it come to boycotting and stuff like that. But those are like smaller symbolism, victories and shit like that. We haven't got nothing major by marching.
Cause I think we done with the awareness stage.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like we was born into this. Like as us, we was born to this shit. You know what I mean? 92, Rodney King beating. You feel me? Like we was.
Oh, so you saying like the marching was like saying like
bringing
like
away,
telling them like, yo, this is happening.
Back in the
shit.
60s, and so it was like this is what happened. This is what's going on.
That makes sense because you don't have black media, you don't have social media, you don't have nothing to really get to your message across.
Now we know now.
Now I don't.
That's like it's cool and yo, that's what's up. But we need to take it to another level now. Like it need to be a little bit better. What's the next level from awareness? You feel me?
I think the NBA
self-defense.
Self-defense.
That's the most logical spot. I think that that shit gonna just keep happening to you. Like you can't defend yourself.
All right,
like.
Self-defense, right? All right, self-defense. Let's say we all go out, we get legal firearms, and we comply with the law 100%. You know what I mean? We go get legal fire, do the whole 9 yards. But then you got Philando Castile. So it's like you can't do that either though. Like,
but this the whole thing. You gotta look at this shit though. Like them cops that's doing that shit, them racist ass cops that's really doing that shit. Them niggas not really even cops. Them niggas like race soldiers. Like they doing it on some racial shit. Like I mean,
I get what you're saying.
Like they did fulfilling a mission type shit like that, agenda like.
Yeah.
And then a lot of
I get what you're saying, but we still dead. Like I understand what you like. We still.
Yeah, like, but I'm saying, but my point is, you don't know who approaching your car.
You don't know
if it's a regular cop coming to your car with good intentions towards you, or you don't know if it's one of them racist niggas coming in with the intention to hurt you. So it's like you kind of behind enemy lines, and the enemy playing using guerrilla warfare tactics against you. Like that's really what's going on.
I
like when you walk up to your car, like.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Like, and the crazy thing about that is, like, a lot of these things are happening in I noticed in the Midwestern area. Not to say it don't happen in other places, because we know it happened in New York with Everett Gardner, and then what was the Freddie Gray in Baltimore?
Freddie Gray, yeah.
So we know it happens on not just in the middle of America, but. You know, we say, you know what I mean, you get money, come from the hood, get money, move out the hood, take your kids out the hood to these neighborhoods, to these suburbs, integrated area. Well, not even integrated. You probably be the only black family there, a couple black families in this whole neighborhood. I kind of I would feel more scared for my 11-year-old son in a suburban neighborhood than I do in Newark, New Jersey.
I'm gonna be honest, man. That's kind of stretch. That's a stretch.
I'm stretching
That's a stretch.
I'm stretching it.
That's a stretch.
Let me tell you why I said that though.
I'm saying, I understand why you saying it though. I understand.
I understand
Am I
it.
stretching it?
Let's be
Because
stretch,
listen,
I mean,
yo,
stretch.
Because that
I'm talking about
11-year-old
just
will
on
get
the police.
older. You know what I'm saying? So now 14, 15.
I'm talking about just as far as because
The police officers.
just as far as the police, because like regular people
get you
and
saying.
regular people and shit like that, like it don't really be that crazy how we sometimes perceive it to be. And if you raise your kids the right way, you keep them out of them type of crowds of people, even if they in some type of them crowds of people, as long as they raise the right way, I believe they'll do the right thing and make some of the right decisions and stay away from that. Because a lot of times, as long as you ain't in that type of shit, you'll be good. Like, you could be caught up in the wrong place, wrong time sometimes, but that ain't got nothing to do with you. That's just how shit, that's just life. But if you walk on fucking in the suburbs and, you know, this shit don't be having
Cherry
street
Hill,
lights
yeah.
and shit like that, you up in Lodi somewhere, you and your friends walking from a house party and shit like that, one of them Lodi, you know what I mean, police officers, state troopers or something like that, you know what I mean, roll up on you. That's a way scarier situation to me.
Straight out of Ocean County. Went to Ocean County, and Ocean County his whole life to the Army, but now he a cop now. He never been around no black people.
You feel me? That's a way scarier situation to me.
I think it all depends on experiences, because, like, you know, growing up in the hood, we experienced a lot more shit that made us grow up quicker. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I don't think kids in suburbs is having that same.
I'm talking about moving your kids from the hood to the suburbs.
Yeah.
Like your kids is like 12, 13, so they already been to public schools in North.
Oh,
They been fighting, you feel me? Like they kind of,
Nah, yeah,
you feel me?
Yeah,
And then-
you
and
gonna
then
have some
move 'em-
challenges.
and then you move them to the suburbs, and they still doing some of the things. They might go outside and smoke some weed or some shit like that. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're
Then
saying.
you gonna have certain issues with people in the neighborhood.
Because they're gonna look
They
at
gonna
your
be calling the
kid.
police. They gonna think your kid is influencing their kids
Yeah.
and type shit like that.
Yeah,
Gotta be careful with these neighborhoods you move into, man.
you definitely do.
Cause they call the police and get you up out of there quick.
Definitely do. And they really trying to our best to keep us out of that neighborhoods too, man. Like out of those schools. You know what I mean? Them private schools, them prep schools, the preparatory schools, like they trying to keep us out of them things too. Like, you know, if your child don't reach a certain test, they gotta take a test. I'm talking about this is like 3rd grade, 4th grade. You know what I mean? If they don't get a certain grade, you can't come.
I
You know
kind
what
of
I mean?
like this virtual learning thing, man. A little bit. I
do
think
too.
not like for a permanent thing, but I think we need to just take what we learning from, like, as parents with kids that's in virtual learning right now. Take that and still, even when shit get back right,
Continue to do
still
it.
continue that. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they could just be ahead of the game. But
Big facts.
I remember you just said, like, what can we do moving forward? But the NBA players, you know, they made a big move.
I was ecstatic, and you know, this is why I always said, and this is why I'm training my son into sports the way I was brought up, because sports is bigger than just sports. Like,
Well, the NBA.
the NBA, but basketball. That's why I was in the NBA. Look how the NBA, with them just boycotting that, it was like a domino effect. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody went to NFL doing it now. The soccer,
Baseball,
WNBA, everything. Like,
because sports is bigger than just sports, man. It's character building. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and I was proud of them dudes, man. I was proud of that, yo.
Yeah,
They resume tomorrow though.
they resumed tomorrow. See, it's crazy because when they first postponed the games and shit, it was a black dude who couldn't wrap his head around why they would do it, and it was a white dude who actually understood why they postponed the games. Like, see, you got these owners and shit, right? They put Black Lives Matter on the court, on the back of the jerseys. Say we with you. They do commercials. Nike do commercials for you. I mean, they even did one for Colin Kaepernick after all the bullshit. You feel me? Now, a lot of these companies, they ain't fooling me.
Of course, man.
They want to be on the right side when shit get right. Because, you know what I mean? You want to remember. You want to do business with LeBron James in the future.
Oh yeah.
you want to make sure you on the right side.
Who all the owners talk to? Who was the middleman with all this stuff going on? Michael Jordan.
You want to make sure you on the right side.
The only black owner.
The old nigga to go talk to the young niggas. Go down there.
But you got they got it when they need a new stadium or some shit like that. The motherfuckers talk to these politicians. They got to get grants or whatever, not grants, but whatever the permits, whatever the fuck they need to build a new stadium, or even Giannis in Milwaukee. Now Milwaukee economy was crazy. That shit is all off the roof now. Like you got people have jobs because he's playing in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
People have jobs purely because of that. Because you got restaurants down there by the stadium now. Because people are excited. They come into the games. They come in downtown. Your team is the number one team in the NBA.
Right.
People gonna be there. Even if you're especially in Milwaukee, you probably ain't shit else to do in Milwaukee.
Not a goddamn thing.
You feel me? But to go to the fucking game. So you know what I mean? You got people with jobs and shit. So them not playing.
That's saying how LeBron was in Cleveland.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's still like that in Cleveland. That's how crazy LeBron is. Just him.
Golden State, the Warriors, you seen that shit? I think Golden State was worth like $4 billion. That shit worth, $400 million. That shit worth like $4 billion now.
This is what I'm saying. Like the right player bring your whole franchise to a whole nother level. So in that sense, these owners need to be on the phone with these politicians the same way they on the phone with them when they need a stadium. The same way Mark Cuban, when he needs something, you need to get on the phone now and get these laws passed when it comes to these police brutality and shit like that. Because these symbolisms, these symbol victories ain't doing it. You feel me?
And I like how Kenny Smith walked off too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I understand it in a sense. Like, you know what I mean? Because he was a former NBA player. So, like, he probably looking at it like, I would have did that too. So, you know, I'm going to join y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
I'm going to keep it 100 with you. Like, you could do that for the message, but like the cop that shot that dude, but he ain't getting a check whether y'all play or not. Like, so
you say, he not getting a check whether they play or not?
Like, to be honest, like he not losing no sleep over that. It's not gonna affect his pockets at all.
No, I think the reason why they did it because they wanted him basically arrested.
They want him arrested. They want some type of justice done, brought to it. You know, like you talk awareness. That's what they were trying to do.
But even the fact that we got to look to athletes to make the biggest statement at a time like this is crazy.
That's really like our only leverage. That's
the only really leverage we got.
White people love these sports. Like, you feel me?
Seriously, bro.
That's what Skip Bayless. I'm watching Undisputed the other day. Skip Bayless like, I want everybody like this, man. I don't want to see a world with no black over here, white over there. I'm like, I bet all your favorite athletes gonna be on the black side. I already know. Gonna be mad as hell. Like, shit gonna be boring as hell watching motherfucking best players and shit. What's my man name for the Bucks and shit? Kyle Korver and shit like that. Yeah, Luka. I mean,
so all bounce passes and screens.
Yeah, that's all they got over there. Yeah,
they do.
Yeah, that's funny, but that's crazy.
They love sports, so that shit was gonna shake them up. You know what I'm saying?
Take the baseball away, take all the sports away till we get at least the cops arrested. Justice for Breonna Taylor too, man. You know what I mean? But we gonna get into this joint real quick. We got Joe B. Life with Try Me, shot by Troop House Films. It's the artist spotlight this week. Joe B. Life, Try Me.
GSH FWG. Go ahead, nigga, act up. Hollow tips, tell your back up. Shit feel like a Mack truck. Rah, rah, nigga, act up. All my niggas, yeah, we maxin'. All these checks that we cashin'. Bitch bad, I'm smashing. Niggas hating while we laugh. Dead nigga try. Dead nigga try. Dead nigga try. Dead nigga try. All my niggas, yeah, we maxin'. All these checks that we cashin'. Bitch bad, I'm smashing. Niggas hating while we laugh. Blowin', you don't want no smoke. It's Joe B. Life, reppin' GSH. I'm on the set with the guys, nigga. Fuck around, had to cook a nigga. It wasn't mine, but I took a nigga. Ain't with that ducker shit. Fuck around, catch your mother quick. Rah, rah, that's some other shit. Got the glove like the oven mitt. Fly guys, yeah, that been the click. It's all G and that's fucking it. Man, fuck all that sucker shit. Tryna kick a nigga back in. No assist while I'm passing. Now you got me out here blacking. Foreign shit while we passing. Shit bright, got me dashing. Shooting shots like a Paxton. Moonwalking Michael Jackson. Stephen Curry with the pot. Whip it, whip it, whip it, rock. Then I'm all on your block there, nigga. Try to put one in your top. Go ahead, nigga, act up. Hollow tips, tail back up. Shit feel like a Mack truck. Rah, rah, nigga, act up. All my niggas, yeah, we maxin'. All these checks that we cashin'. Bitch bad, I'm smashing. Niggas hating while we laugh. Dead nigga try. Dead nigga try. Dead nigga try. Dead nigga try. All my niggas, yeah, we maxin'. All these checks that we cashin'. Bitch bad, I'm smashing. Niggas hating while we laugh. All these jewels on my necklace cost more than a check, bitch. All my niggas, yeah, we reckless. Hollow tips like a Mack truck. Go ahead, nigga, act up. Big Birkin, tell your back up. So you better tell your back up. That they better not act up. Joe B from the streets, nigga. Raised different with the heat, nigga. Masked up, hoodie down. Niggas move like a fleet, nigga. All my niggas go to go get it. Daddy, yo, I hit it. Keep the condom on in the field. Throw it up the game when I throw you in it. Gang, MWG, that shit I'm playing. Try me.
Oh, what happened with R. Kelly?
Yo, man, they saying, TMZ reported, it's funny as heck as far as their title. It says R. Kelly allegedly attacked by pissed off inmate. I mean, pissed off is funny as hell. That shit. But yo, yeah, he was beat up, man. They said he was sitting on his bed and the inmate was mad about the detention being on lockdown.
He took it out on Kelly.
He took it out on Kelly. He walked in and they said he was punching the crap out of Kelly.
Yeah. Okay.
Hold on, so Kelly not in protective custody?
Nah, he's sitting there.
I think you like I don't know if he in prison yet, but I think
he in Cook County, which is a facility of 6,100 inmates.
Oh, they got him in
he
the
probably IPC. He probably like involuntary PC.
Oh, so yo, they got him in the rib jail, huh? That's crazy.
Yo, sing number 12 of 12 play, man.
Man, yo, if
number 6-2 of Chocolate Factory. Come on, bro. I'm arguing my girl.
If he would have sung, I believe, what's the joint? The Muhammad Ali joint. I Believe I Can Fly.
The world's greatest.
If he would have sung that before my man started wilding on him, he would have been cool. I think he would have calmed down, bro. World's greatest. You can't beat up a nigga singing World's greatest.
Yeah, that nigga just started. Yo, how you get mad and attack R. Kelly? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he said,
he locked up, bro. He locked
fuck that nigga R. Kelly.
Niggas is telling everybody to turn the TV off, be quiet. At a certain time at night, make R. Kelly sing, probably like, man, you feel me? Sing this. I want to hear this one. Like, nah,
that's funny. I know for a fact niggas asking him that.
I'm guaranteeing.
I know for a fact niggas asking
ain't got nothing else to do in there. You feel me? Me inside. You feel me? Nigga ain't got nothing to do in there. Like, you feel me?
I mean, yo, we both get out here at the same time, son. I got a studio. You know what I mean? I need that verse from R. Kelly.
Nigga, like,
you think R. Kelly promised somebody a hook? In jail by now?
He probably did, man.
I don't know, man.
Get the little privileges in jail right now.
He might need some protection now, you know what I'm saying?
I'm pretty sure R. Kelly promised the nigga a hook in jail right now. Like, real talk.
Yeah.
For some stamps or something. Like, nigga gotta get something. But, yo.
This nigga wild.
Kelly probably got it.
This nigga Trump signing autographs, yo.
Some autographs?
So this nigga Trump signed the autograph, city official he gave in Louisiana autograph and told him to sell it for $10,000.
I mean, shit.
He literally signed it and said, "Here, sell it for $10,000." Like, what? What's up with this nigga, yo?
Trump showing love.
Yeah, they love Trump.
I ain't gonna hold you.
They love Trump.
That motherfucker give me a
signing autographs, man.
Hey, you can't sell it for no $10,000, no probably, right? I guess because you're a president, but
yeah, right now you probably could. I don't know about it. It depends on if you got one of them hats that he wear with the signature. You probably somebody gave you $10,000 for that.
I decided to sell that shit on the anonymous business account. Like, you feel me?
Yeah, yo, this is crazy.
It's crazy. Cliff Robinson
from Portland Trail Blazers.
I forgot about him too, yo.
Yo, he's
Rest in
another
peace,
person. Yo, I'll
man.
tell you, man. This year, like me and Ma was talking about it before early on, but this year, like 2020, man, if you make it out of this shit, it's a blessing, man.
It's a blessing, yo.
So many.
It's a bizarre ass year. Like this shit
bizarre as hell. Like bizarre as hell between Kobe, Corona, and all these shit. Not only just celebrities. It's a lot of celebrities between all the people who died from Corona, between
man.
all the personal people I know that passed away, and just personal people I know around, people I know that passed away. This shit been crazy, man. It's been a crazy year, man. I think the celebration for this New Year's is gonna be crazy for a lot of people.
Yeah,
like emotional and all that, like.
And yo, it just like I said last time, bro. Like that's why it's like this COVID. I got close as hell with my family. You know what I'm saying? Like close as hell. Like you feel me? Closer than any other year.
I just hope this shit don't carry over to next year. Like none of this negative energy shit. Like even if Corona, even if they don't figure that out by next year,
that shit gonna be like a year and a half for that shit back to normal and shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like even if they don't figure that out, at least all this wild shit, which is people dying out of nowhere, need to just slow down, God willing. You feel me? But on a slightly positive note, I'm not sure if this is fucked up, but at least my man is free. You know, black man who's wrongfully convicted of raping white woman has been freed from prison after serving 44 joints. Wow. And this happened in 44 joints, bro. A dead time, 44 years of dead time, some shit that
that's
you
like
didn't
1975.
76 to be exact. This motherfucker with the numbers, man. It's crazy. That was close enough.
But
Yeah,
damn, I'm thinking about my birthday. That's I guess I'm a late November baby. That's why I'm thinking about my birthday. That's what
Yeah,
back.
1976. His name was Ronnie Long.
Never can get that time back. I don't care how much money you gonna get that man.
Shout out to Ronnie Long, man. He was accused of rape from a woman named Sarah Judson Bost, who falsely claimed Long had held her at knife point in the Concord home of the evening of April 25th and rapes her. After being arrested, he was convicted by an all-white jury and sentenced to life in prison for first-degree rape and first-degree burglary. On Thursday, Long was freed after serving 44 years in prison. After the state of North Carolina filed a motion in federal court on Wednesday seeking to vacate his 1976 conviction, NBC News reports. During a talk with reporters, Long said they will never, ever lock me up again. I feel you.
Everything I love, I'm dying right here.
Word up.
I did all my time and somebody else's time. You telling me?
He said, "This is real. I'm going to enjoy every minute of it. It's all thanks to his attorney Jamie Law, who professor with Duke Law Innocence Project, who said that forensic reports implicated another suspect, and those documents were never turned over to the defense by the state, and that
The
police."
okey doke.
Damn, you got from you know I ain't the one that did. You see this shit like you still like man. Fuck it. I want him to go down like.
Yeah. That's how it happened. Like, you know, it's funny because I was watching Prison Song last night. You know, I'm an old school movie, Prison
That's
Song.
my shit.
And and the dude was telling him, because you know when he had killed Fat Joe in prison, he threw him on the tracks. His father came to visit him in prison, and he was telling him like, yo, you know I ain't do it. Like you just told me I was innocent, because his father wanted him to come in and say that it was a mistake, so he get a civil lawsuit, so he get some bread and shit. He ain't really give a fuck about him getting free. He was like, yo, you don't really care about me, man. You just want some money and shit. So the dude was telling me, he was like, yo, listen, even if you ain't do it, that bed in there, the state getting, I think he said like $25,000 a month or something like that for that bed right there. They don't give a fuck who they fill that bed up with.
See,
so they got 44 years out of
this guy. Because there won't be nobody white.
Well, yeah, besides that part, they don't give a fuck who they fill up the bed with. You feel
Each
me?
inmate like 44 grand is bread.
So if you spend 44 years in a prison and you got with 25,000
a month.
25,000 a month.
That's 300,000 a year, 3 million, 12 million.
44 years.
Yeah,
it's a lot of money.
It's like I'm gonna say 5.6 million, some shit like that.
Just off of him.
Yeah, of one inmate, you probably got like 2,500 inmates in that motherfucker. Like,
Yeah, and just off of him, and 5.4 million that they didn't deserve because it wasn't him.
And what happens to the lady that lied and said that, or she didn't lie, right? It was
well,
so she did get raped. It was somebody else.
She got raped, but she just, you know what I mean? That shit is crazy.
That shit's
crazy. Gotta stop.
Shit like that is the reason why, like, niggas be thinking I be bugging though, but I was in a court building one time. I was about to get on the elevator, so it was about to be me and this white lady on that motherfucker.
You ain't get on?
I jumped off. She was getting on the elevator. I was already on. I'm like, nah, you get it. Once she got on, I jumped off that motherfucker. Like, you go by yourself. I take the steps. So I ain't worry about it. I mean, I know I'm be all right right there. Like, yeah, but it's anything. She can say anything happened in that elevator, but it's my word against hers, bro.
Word up, and then you fuck around and do 44 years for some shit.
Some dumb shit like that. I don't even put myself in a situation like that. I don't want to be around no girl like that. I want to be like, she looking at me like I'm bugging too when I jumped off. Like, you know why I jumped off that motherfucking elevator.
Yeah, she probably really don't though.
Man,
and that's the white privilege. You feel me?
She like, okay, like what was that about? Like,
I really don't, bro.
I don't got to fuck off that elevator just because I ain't want to be in that no awkward situation like that. Like, you feel me?
It's crazy, man. It's just
you gotta be aware of your surroundings, man, because it could be any little thing out here will get you caught up, man.
Especially in these times that we in, you don't want to get caught up. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Oh man, it says
Feds,
Feds unveil plan to let inflation rise. Costs of food and gas will increase, and interest rates will stay low longer.
Huh?
Yeah.
So like literally they trying to like make all the food like
a hot dog about to be $8.
And I'm seeing it gradually do that. I'm seeing it as I'm going to the supermarket.
Well, that happens like period, like naturally.
Naturally, yeah. But at this moment, I've been seeing it for like good 3-4 months now. It's been like that. You know what I mean? It's been going like that.
Beef bacon and everything going up now.
It happens naturally, but I think right now what they doing is doing it. They forcing it to do it like that because they gave out a lot of that money and shit. So they trying to balance that shit out.
You get your car fixed, bro. They charging higher now for that. It's crazy. Everything is high. You know what I'm saying? Inflation, but I truly feel like they trying to get rid of currency. Like they trying to get rid of the American dollar.
They've been doing that for a very long time. Like all this, you got the digital wallet right here on the phone and shit. Like a lot of that shit, I ain't gonna lie. I'm probably a little old school. That's what I'm about to say. Like I'm a little too old school to trust all of that shit. Like a regular bank account, it's cool, but like Cash App, I fuck with it a little bit. But like all that other shit, I don't really mess with like that. I gotta stop cursing so much on here, man. But all that other stuff, I don't really mess with too much, man. Cause you gotta be.
It's dangerous, man. People can hack into you.
All right, thank God.
No,
that's my man.
He saw something on my phone. He thought it was some wild shit.
Know who I thought that was and shit? That's Kevin. That's Kevin Durant
and Steve Stout.
And Steve Stout. But I thought for a minute, that was what's my man? That old Dame, the money and Dame was checking him and shit. That make the movies make pressures and shit. Lee Dames. I thought that was Lee Dames. I thought they was about to say some shit, some bullshit with KD and Lee Dames. I said, I'm like, nah, not my nigga. Like, nah, not my nigga KD, bro.
Nah, not that guy, man. Yo, KD ain't like that. Nah, he ain't going out like that.
But see, this is.
Respectable.
See, we got a Colorado teen. He was killed by an off-duty police officer after breaking into a vacant home to party with friends. See, this is what I mean about these certain towns and shit in the middle of America, man.
But Colorado, one of them states, like I think you could shoot an intruder running away from you. Like,
this is what I'm saying. Like, but you an off-duty cop, man. Like sometimes you got it's kids, man. Like kids do shit like that. Like, you feel me? Like I remember when they was building the stadium, we went in there and fucked it up. Like cops had chased us out of there. What if they would have shot us? Like we were just being kids. Like we wasn't trying to hurt nobody.
Yeah.
Like shit is crazy, man. You gotta, I don't know, man. They gotta use better judgment out here.
It's really the policies, man. I think it's something need to change with them policies, bro. Something how police officers are trained. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think this is all messed up. The whole
policy,
system.
I don't think what you said about police union earlier. That's what you said earlier. Shit, them policies is fucked up, yo.
They messed up, bro.
Like, they should say
It's been a hate crime.
Now you say he could shoot and kill you if for any threat or perceived threat. Like
yeah.
That's the key word, perceived. So if the threat, he perceived it to be a threat, but it's not a threat. The damage done already. You done took this man's life. So basically saying his life is worth more than his other person, like your citizen life that you're supposed to be protecting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a law. That's a policy. That's what they go by. That's how they train.
It don't make sense at all.
All this Constitution shit, y'all keep talking about the Constitution. Say that kind of shit don't mean nothing. That shit
don't mean nothing. It means something for certain. See, this is like what year was the Constitution put in? What year was the Constitution put in? 1776, right? Yeah, we were slaves at 1776. End of story.
End of story.
In the story, that they didn't write that. They didn't write that with anybody else in mind but them. Like this was America for certain people. Like this wasn't meant. Like this wasn't what they planned. Basically, it just kind of happened like this. You feel me? You can't really go against certain wills in nature. You feel me? Even though they try to, but it is what it is, man. So if you're voting this year, who you voting for?
None of the above.
None of the above.
None of the above. I don't give a fuck if Trump be in there another 9-10 years.
Nah, a lot of people. Vote for Joe Biden, though.
What do people got to lose, though, bro?
That's what Trump said. Yeah, he said
the
that.
truth, though. It's really the truth, though. Like, I'm talking about our school system's fucked up. Neighborhoods already fucked up. That's just all with Democrats, though. This is what Democrats been doing. They ain't giving you shit.
Yo, but to go to vote for locally, all you got to do is like Newark, org. You know how you go to like
local shit, yeah,
you go to Newark, org, and you type in your zip code. You got to go to like council, like it's like one of those tabs and stuff like that. And you type in your zip code, and they'll like formulate the actual councilman for your zip code. You know what I'm saying?
So it's Newark.org?
Yeah. You got to go to one of those, the government page for Newark.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I guess you would have whatever city you in, you would do that for that.
But that's how you do it. You put it go by zip codes because the councilmen go by each, first ward, second ward, councilman. You know what I mean? So it goes by that. So each second, so South Side, right? You got the South, you got the North Newark, right? You got all these different type of sides in Newark will have different councilmen. So that's a way to find something. You know what I mean?
We definitely gotta stay up on that and get out. You know what I mean? Local mayors and local senators, whatever it is. You feel me? Councilmen. You know what I mean? For the ward and shit.
I just don't want to be voting because nobody trying to make me think I'll be scared of this person. I don't like voting out of fear. Like I don't that shit. Like that's what Democrats
exactly what it is.
With, like we gotta get Trump out of there because he doesn't. No, we don't. That's your problem. You deal with that motherfucker.
But it's the same. It's the same thing every election. Every election is something. Like it's something to. You know what I mean? Or we gotta get. It's never like that on like the middle elections almost, like especially if you got a Barack Obama, the middle election, we all knew he was getting reelected. But like with the Trump thing, it's a love-hate thing. Either you love Trump or you hate him. There's no really in between with Trump. So you got the people who vote Democrat either out of tradition or just because they want to get Trump out of there, or they actually agree with Joe Biden policies. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Then you got the other side.
Yo. He's so disrespectful to black people, man.
Who, Joe Biden, right?
Yeah, he just like
he said some wild shit.
He said a lot of disrespectful, wild shit though. He's somebody like, man, y'all don't be careful. They gonna put y'all back in chains. Like, shit, what the fuck?
Yeah, I was disappointed by the convention, the Democratic convention. Like everybody, even
he said that?
Yeah.
I wasn't disappointed.
It's just like it's the same stuff, you know what I'm saying?
It's the same. It's business as usual. That's why they don't respect us. They do not respect us. That's an ultimate slap in the face.
Because it's
how low you black people was to them shit though. Like that's why I said I can't go for that shit. But
because it's like, why would you if you got somebody who gonna come and knock on your door every day and give you a loaf of bread, right? Every single day, you could expect that loaf of bread. You feel me? Everybody else bring you stuff, but you know what I mean? You got to do something for them in order for them to bring you stuff to your house. But this one person brings you loaf of bread every single day, no matter, you don't have to speak to him, you don't have to respect him, you don't have to do anything for him. He's still going to bring you that loaf of bread every single day. Why would you do anything for him if you're going to get that loaf of bread? No matter what you do, he's going to bring it.
Right.
That's the vote. No matter what they do, we gonna vote Democrat. No matter what.
Or it's like you got a girl who you could fuck her whenever you want to fuck her. You could cheat
on her, whatever you want.
You call her. You want to call her for months and months. And you call her phone 3:00 in the morning. She still open your door for her, like, I mean, it's like that's black people to the Democratic Party. We just that's us right there. Like, you feel me? I hate to say that shit. Maybe I mean,
that's some real shit. They make us feel good when we upset a little bit. Buy us a pair of shoes.
Give him a little sign right there. Shut up. Like,
do a little inch, right? Give a little inch.
Buy them, you know what I mean? You nice and comfortable up in the house and shit like that. You don't want to ruffle too many feathers because, you know what I mean? You got a little bit. You almost there. You comfortable a little bit. You feel me? You don't want to make too much noise. Or you're going to have to, you know what I mean? A lot of people think they're going to have to start all the way over. It's going to be so hard. You can't, you know what I mean? Because to completely cut off from what we talking about is a major thing. You know what I mean? That's not I don't even see how it could really be done. Like, how intertwined we is with this shit. Like, I don't really see that as a realistic possibility. Like,
what, the Democrat Party?
No, like to just one community totally disconnect from the rest of the country type shit. Like,
yeah, I don't know.
I don't think that though a little bit.
I don't think that's possible. I get what you're saying.
Kind of like that a little bit. Like, they don't really fuck with nobody. They don't vote. None of that shit really like that.
They still got a driver's license.
I'm saying, of course, that. Yeah,
Social Security card.
The other group you talking about dropping, like, they gonna still have that shit too. they gonna come see you about that shit. Like, you still don't get it fucked up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. It's kind of crazy, bro. It's kind of crazy. But yo, check it out though. Hot Site Podcast, our 1 year anniversary coming up.
It's coming up,
now,
baby.
Man, we streaming on Spotify. Make sure you check us out. And we going to Vegas. You heard? We gonna be out in Vegas real soon. We gonna do a special episode from Las Vegas, and we gonna do it like that, man. It's episode 48. I'm B Hot Assassin 4. That's Queasy. We out of here. You heard? Next week.
Took a couple losses. We gon' get it back.